let's get going with chapter 12, aka the chapter that was invented whole cloth. This doesn't come from anywhere. This just got invented, and I'm curious to see what this guy's gonna do with an edit chapter when he's planning to remove one too. In spite of her blatant confusion at the fire lit on the both of us, Liz was more than happy to give us a lift to Stig Equestrian Park with the caveat that she wouldn't have enough time to pick us up too. Fine by me, we can always catch an afternoon train. Olivia's close enough to walk back to. Liz bids us farewell and good luck on whatever we're doing, and that she'll talk to us later. From the main entrance is a water iron gate, and we begin our stroll through the crisp autumn afternoon. Getting colder every day, so devoid of people. As far as the eye can see, that you'd assume they were the last two people on Earth. I find myself pushing Olivia, her tail snugly wrapping around my wrist. We're both silent as we make our way to the park's center, simply taking in the atmosphere. The crisp air, the windswept leaves, the sun's quick descent despite the early hour. I feel blessed. Is that the right? Didn't you do this last chapter? What is it with this author and like repeating the concept of scenes instead of condensing them down to core issues? Like, I get wanting to repeat issues to give him some room to breathe, but this is a little weird. It's like this guy just forgets. Everything I'd ever experienced felt more like a curse. Genetic lottery I won getting this nondescript mug, the ostracization of my peers, the resultant bullying when it all went sideways, parents whose love was just veiled legal responsibility. But somehow in this moment, after the past 2 days, yeah, I feel blessed. Say things are finally looking up, but they may have been for a while, haven't they? Since I looked down at the baryonyx, I found myself wheeling on her eyes meet. She looks back at me with a toothy grin and a slight shiver. More than just the cold, she is giddy to see the object of our quest, and just so happy. Happy because of me? What an odd thought. You already made her happy before, right? But more pressingly, the sight of her sets my chest aching even as I smile back just as earnestly. Whatever comes next, if this is fate, I'm cool with everything that came before. It feels selfish to grasp and claw for any more if it means threatening this. Hardly spoken to a girl before, much less... Hold up. Man, it's nice. And that's where it gets all messy. Yeah, shit. Well, it's gonna be a nice quiet week, I guess. What was I? Okay. Whatever comes next, if this is fate, I'm cool with everything that came before. It feels selfish to claw up and grasp for any more if it means threatening this. Hardly ever spoken to a girl before, much less hit it off with one like Olivia. Internet feminines who are probably just gay fat dudes aside, of course. Everyone knows you've tried and all. Luckily, the incline up to the fountain is both paved and quite wheelchair accessible. When it comes in the side, it is immediately apparent why it struck a chord with Olivia even at a distance. It isn't grandiose, no extravagant pissing cherub at its peak. It's modestly constructed out of cobblestones and a single spout of water shooting up and splaying out into a lily-like arc. And yet it has an undeniable character in its perfectly imperfect design. My hand flexes, this time not reaching for a missing camera, but annoyed that I left it at home for a second time today. This is it. Olivia stares, unblinking, trying to take in every detail. Bring me closer. She was instructed to wheel her to the base. She quickly hoists herself with her arms and tails before dragging her legs up with her, now sitting on her side. I place a hand on her shoulder and notice her breathing halt. Hey, this is just scouting out, and need for you to try and etch it into memory. Get you some reference shots or something later. I flinch in surprise. She lays her hand across mine and softly grasps it. I know, just daunting. I don't think... Are we just repeating the fucking title screenshot? Why are you doing that? I don't think of it that way. How can't I? It's for erotica. That's why I know it'll be fine, Olivia. I know it's easier said than done, but you'll blow it out of the water just like every other painting. You mean you haven't seen the trashed ones? I don't need to. You know how many of my shots are hot dog shit? Like 9 out of 10 on a bad day, 7 out of 10 on a good one. I know you got a better rate than that, because the paint's trash cans are so floating with the canvas. If you flub one, you'll start again and get it right. You're annoyingly certain. Yep. Take from someone that's failed at just about everything he's ever tried. You got a talent and drive. If a couple of bad attempts are the worst you can expect, you're one lucky gator. Don't call me that. But you're right. I just want it done already. I should have done this years ago when he asked me in the first place. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're here now, right? Yeah. She trails off, and we both watch the fountain's arc as it refracts the setting sun. The only sound around us is the wind, splashing water, and the far-off car honk of a river. This is actually quite uncomfortable. Can you help me back on the bench? I gesture to a chair, but she shakes her head and throws her arms out towards me. Is she asking to? I guess it's easier than getting back into the chair for only a few feet. Bridal style's off the table, though. And certain Coach Solly's brutal regimen has allowed me by now. It is far too intimate. Instead, I opt for a piggyback ride, which Olivia rolls her eyes, but accepts nonetheless. It somehow escaped me that I'd be wrapping my hands underneath her thighs. I feel my face going nuclear in a few steps it takes to set her down on the chair, on the bench. Play it off by slowly sauntering back to her chair and return to her side. Let myself back down next to her and breathe out, hopefully purging the last of warm blood from my face. Then we sit there without a word exchanged between us. She's probably still stressing in her mind. But it'll pass. Lord knows I worry about enough dumb shit daily. This is, nice. What is? I mean, I agree, but I'd like to know specifically what she means. The silence between us. You the one you just broke? Shut up, dummy. Yeah, that one. She jabs my ribs with her elbow playfully. It isn't like with Damien, or Mr. Erotica for that matter. I mean, Damien can't stand silence if it means talking inanely. And even with the Atticon, there's a purpose for silence. Like, you expect reflection or use to focus on something. What's wrong with that? Nothing, I guess. Eyes are squarely fixed on the fountain. I just don't think it was possible to feel like I'm sharing a moment alone. That's a way to put it. Yeah, same actually. With Olivia, it's like there's no expectation. You can bounce off each other's scripts all day long and have fun doing it. Even talk about stuff I'd never share with anyone else. But the moments like these are unique. Maybe it's the introvert in both of us. Can I be honest with you? Maud races us. Can I be honest with you? Maud races as she asks, it's superimposed between fear and excitement. How is that superimposed? Wouldn't it be like on top instead of between? Sorry, but whatever comes next. Sure, of course. So everything that's happened to me, I was kind of just resigned to not having anyone to trust. Not having anyone. To trust, that is. It doesn't feel like that anymore. I see what she's getting at, so I bite the bullet. I trust you too, Olivia. More that I can really believe without sounding like a gushing nerd, if I'm honest. You're weird. Excuse me, Gator calling the grass green. That's the second time you've used that stupid saying. I'm not a gator. Still, she laughs it off and continues the thought. She's fidgeting with her hands the whole time. Kind of an asshole. Yes, the gator's calling the grass green on that one. You sound like a spurg sometimes, and are really quick to get frustrated and speak your mind like an idiot. Do you think there's a redeeming quality toast in that too? And there is. Just had to stick by me for some reason. You're supportive to a fault, but I'm only taken from you. Isn't that just weird? Wait, is that the case? I don't even know. My brain's like 50% off right now. I mean, it's really weird. For someone like Anon, to whom life is always taking and never giving. Olivia, it's not for no reason. Hard pill to swallow. We're kind of spurgy assholes and really got each other's goats from the start, but you're not a bad person. That means I'm not either. I think we both just need a friend that could get us. What, is that what you thought when we met? Honestly, no. Pretty sure I thought you were an angry, selfish bitch still caught up on her own bullshit. She looks forlorn as I say that. She's surprised I start laughing. It's like looking in a gator-shaped mirror every time we were together. Also, Olivia, I'm trans. Sorry to tell you. What? Well, you know, I saw a girl in your mirror, and I figured it's a really weird reason to do that, Anon. It's also a terrible joke. I know. I don't think either of us was that bad. Olivia, you ran the fuck out on me on the first day. Sorry. Well, to be fair, I paid it back by glaring at you like a demon. Why did you capture it in the first sketch you gave me? Then I flipped out on you during lunch before I even brought it up like a normal person, so sorry on my part too. I don't even remember either of those. Because it's easy to forgive someone you... Christ, the words catch in my throat just before the point of no return. Was my gaze on the setting sun and lock my jaw in place. Can't even see out of my periphery now, but I hear her shifting back and forth. Can't let the fucking conversation die there, though. I'm gonna puss out about liking or whatever. Anna might be cowardly about saying love, but he wouldn't say like. Anna, why are you such a fucking normie? Like, you keep saying spurg, but it sounds more like you're some guy who's on 4chan and is like a poser. It's like, you're not really like that, but you're desperate to be thought of it like it anyway. It's so sad. Right? I could tell her what a treat has been seeing the real her. All that shit about her I went off to the groom. I could repeat it. I could expand upon it. But maybe that's overzealous. But I feel sick letting it all die on my tongue. Something's tearing and ripping at my insides to get up. What the hell can I say? What can I say safely? Let me grind my creaky neck towards her. Oh, those moon silver eyes are looking right into mine. The girls are flushed red, and she has a supremely timid look on her face. What is she thinking? Is it the same thing I am? Does she like me too? Isn't the best way possible even entertain that thought? We're so close together that I can feel her warm breaths, not breasts, ghosting my face, and the earthen smell of fall overcome by that scent of peach that had all been gone nose blind by this point. He's nose blind too. Hang on. Hey, Olivia, do you realize that you mumble to yourself a lot? Oh man, listen, for all the shit I've given this guy, at least he used it in the same way that it was used in Snoot game. Hell yeah, baby! I mumble to myself? Oh! Oh, fuck! Joda pulled the drawstrings of her hoodie tightly and whispers, What do you mean by like? How long have you noticed I do that? I didn't even know. Oh god, I've said a lot of embarrassing shit. Since you were sick that one day. Maybe a bit before, but maybe it was louder when you were sick. I know you were doing it, but I couldn't always hear what you were saying. That long? Yeah, clasp my hand over my mouth. I've been betrayed by my body before, but never like this. I imagine that someone like Adam would build this up because he's always behind a screen typing it out, so he's always like mouthing what he's saying, and that's just mumbling. His brain, there's overlap. So please, what do you mean with like? Please, what did you mean with by like? I was like she's about to cry. Fuck me, man, I know that has an effect on women. She deserves the truth, doesn't she? Friendship ending or not. Means exactly all the crazy shit you probably heard me say. I've never met anyone like you, and I like you in that way that scares the shit out of me. Definitely more than a friend. If that answers your question. Of course you did. You dumbass, now I get the fallout. Really? The question is hardly a whisper. It's hardly a whisper's whisper, and utterly incredulous. I wish I could get crushed already, but I sighed. I don't know how else to put it. I stopped just short of apologizing. If anything can be said, is that not that I'm sorry for feeling this way. She's incredible, but her feelings are hers and mine are mine. Can I hear you? Can I hear you say it? I've never my eyes now. It's not what I was expecting. She's going to deliver the killing blow over now. Can't imagine she'd have me spell it out so many times. Levels my hope was. I like you. I like you, Olivia. Despite the fear, it's like a weight is lifted from my chest. It still aches dully now, but it's a change. Oh, I don't get it. Solutions or hood, the glint of one of her platinum irises is barely visible. How would you like someone like me? I'm just confused now. What, does she need me to say it again? It's because I like you too. I nearly missed the words while I was busy trying to reiterate, but they scratch the breath from my lungs when I hear them. I'm gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacking. Thank you, May from Night in the Woods. I have no idea how to respond. Instead, just staring dumbly at her as she slowly raises her head and her hood falls away to show her full face again. She's just so fucking adorable. I guess I'm okay with saying it now, but she has this simultaneously timid and defiant look on her face as she sits there, receding her limbs into her hoodie. I can hear you! Stop looking at me. I don't think that's possible, honestly. Is this cloud nine? I feel like I'm floating, and my hammering heart is replaced instantly by a steady rhythm. Should probably put that "is this cloud nine" afterwards. Have him describe it so that we, don't put your explanations before the evidence. Your conclusions before the evidence. It always looks a little insecure. She looks really cold right now, and the setting sun isn't helping it. Also, sometimes just ignore the conclusion. Just don't put it there. It's better. Trust me. It's weird, but it works. And the setting sun isn't helping it. I slowly shift closer to her and reach an arm around. Her eyes met the entire time, searching for any sign of discomfort to back off or salvage friendship, but that isn't necessary. She actually leans into me before I can touch her. Count yourself lucky you're warm. Finding myself embracing a cute gator girl? Yeah, that's at the top of the list of blessings. I only heard half of that one, but I'll let it slide this time. What, isn't it cool to be able to read my mind? She doesn't answer, instead nuzzling my chest and starting a rumbling bellow. Soon after that, I feel something warm on my cheek. It's the end of a snoot planted firmly on my face, and that's really warm and wet. Awkward as it is, I realize I'd be just as clumsy, so instead, take to rubbing her tail as she splays herself across my lap. I'll be the coldest part of her. She presses the kiss deeper in appreciation to my face. She has going on for a long time. It's not like we're sucking face either, shouldn't cheek kisses be like a little peck? She's slightly biting me now. Shouldn't you notice your mouth, your jaw moving when you talk? I can't help but laugh out loud at the awkwardness. Again, this kind of stuff, like, if he awkwardly laughs, if he chuckles nervously or awkwardly, it works, but this establishes that Anon is in control. Like, he is laughing at her awkwardness. He's not awkward, he's in control, he just thinks she's being silly, which infantilizes her in a way, right? It makes him look so mature, which is weird. He releases my cheek instantly. Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm into the shit, I'm just nervous. Oh, it's cool, I wouldn't have done better, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty sure neither of us really knows when to start making out, whatever, man. She doesn't pull away after that, thankfully. We stay embraced like that for a bit longer. A rubber tail to stave off the cold all the while. I could stay like this all night. With how much she's shivering. Same can't be said for her. Olivia, we should probably get you home. A disgruntled groan erupts from her mouth, but she capitulates. That's such a bad sentence. I'm not gonna go into it. It's just a really bad sentence. It's like it erupts from her mouth, and then it's but she capitulates. Like, you're kind of underselling your verbs here. Fine. Stupid cold weather ruining everything. And then we just fucking teleport to the metro. No quiet walk back. Our trek to the metro is silent. What else needs to be said? I love how this guy, right, whenever he writes a scene, whenever he writes a fucking scene, whenever the climax is done, he just fucking shuts off. There's nothing else to be said. There's no denouement, there's no anything. It's just, the kiss has been kissed. Fuck it, we're done. I got my jollies. And something tells me Olivia's just as scared of the possibility on her part. So she wraps her tail around. I fucking hate this at this point. It's overdone. It's a meaningless gesture at this point. I don't like it. Don't do it so much. It somehow feels more tender now. How? We've done it so much already. A caress rather than a simple grasp. I'm worried at any moment I'll wake up from this dream, but even after the metro ride and reaching the Payne's front door, it doesn't happen. Olivia and I share the same stupid grin. Well, it's failing both of us. But without a doubt, we're on the same page. I'm the first to break the silence since the park. See you tomorrow at school, I guess? Today I was climactic, sure, but this is an ending I found myself disappointed with. You never got to kiss! Back to my cold and lonely apartment of such a lonely moment. Wait, now do you want to stay for dinner? I'm sure the Paynes won't mind. They haven't seen you since summer's end. That's months, right? At this point. Did you hear me mumble? I don't think so. My face isn't betraying anything other than the earnest desire to have me stay. I kind of want to skip over this, because I don't really care about the dinner scene very much. So we're just gonna go into fast forward mode for this. I'm just gonna not read this. I'm just gonna comment as we go along. He's on an iPad. Anon, you were on a fucking iPad. You were born in 2015, right? Which means 2005, which means that you saw the iPhone. You were 3 years old and the iPhone was already out for a year. You do not know a world without an iPad. I mean, I imagine that giving it to a kid wasn't as common back then, but you probably grew up around the transitory period. I love how the author doesn't even give like, even for like 2020 Anon, right? It's a little weird because he's already still in that generation, sort of. But I don't think Sophia would grin. She'd have a small, polite smile. I don't think she's the kind of person to knock it and try it and really. Perfect. The more the merrier, love you, yeah, me. Oh no, you're going to her room. Door's open. Go, just listen. My problem I have with this alarm, right, is that why does Anon have this alarm? Let me just run you through this. Anon's alarms are like these obvious, stupid virgin incel crap, because that's the point, is that it's virgin incel crap. A girl confessing feelings and reciprocating is like past the point any of those alarms make sense. It's like too nuanced and too far into the process. Your alarm should be preventative. They shouldn't be this conscious and cognizant of like what happens down the line. Anyway. What am I looking for? Nah, that's too chill. No, it's too chill. Too jazzy. Yeah, this works for now. God, I love this game's soundtrack. I really do want to replay the two games. Maybe I'll do it sometime. It's like a casual stream that's in between everything else, not like on a specific date or anything. I'm just like, hey, let's just fucking rush through these games again for funsies. Okay, he enters the room. It's all normal. yeah, it's... I feel like after Anon got pointed out that he mumbles, it became less of a plot point, less of a thing that he did. Also, shouldn't Anon be... Like, the whole point was always that he wasn't ever cognizant of it, so he never knew how to counteract it, but shouldn't he be working on it? And the loose gaming console. Just a normal girl, you know. Kind of esoteric hipster shit. Gatorhead, Super Death, Iron Tomb, The Works. I'm surprised this never came up. I mean, admittedly, this is in Snoot game, and I always thought it was like the goofiest fucking moment of this game. Ah, itchy, itchy. Ah. I'm gonna sit here and mock what someone says. It's a stone's throw of genres of mine. B flat. If I look that up, will it actually give me a song? No, of course not. Why would it? Well, I guess I won't figure it out. This music sounds fine. Something I want to show you. I'm going to show you my chest. Oh, we're doing this one. Doesn't this happen like way later normally? This is chapter 14, right? Weird that we're moving this up. I like how we're moving Iadakon's death thing later, and we're doing this now. I mean, admittedly, the order of operations, it's fine. It's fair enough that you move this closer. I have no objections to that. Oh, shit, why is it not automatically turning my streamer mode on anymore? I need to go and figure that out, because it's kind of annoying. That's actually annoying. Where do we go? Gabugan! And now I know a guy who's obsessed with Bakugan. Something else, man. Dinoid! They're all Vinnies now, save for this one. Is he part of the Boondocks? Whipping his puppy out. Shit, he's got the big guns and he's pulling them out for all of us. What's the point of collecting them if they always grow back? Sorry, and dental education system. First brush I got. Aw, that's the whole thing. Yeah, there's nothing too exciting here, really. This is just reusing a chapter that, honestly, is just kind of cute character. It really is... I'm sorry to tell you this, but it does kind of feel like you're backfilling of Olivia's backstory, right? It's like, let's just talk about Olivia's history for a little bit. Here's a chest full of it. Just fucking point and click, buddy. But you're already among artists. You know, we're Twilight Zone ring. When did he get here? And nothing happened tomorrow. Maybe that's why they postponed this. They really wanted to get Iadakon dead by chapter 13. They couldn't do this. To have you back. Again, this is all just cute lovey-dovey stuff. Go ahead and read it if you want some cute lovey-dovey stuff. Well, you know, you're not. You know, what are the gypsies, as they say? I got a gypsy curse you can have, Anon. It's been keeping me from my true potential for years. Jobs, viewing habits, lockdown in an hour. Why are you like this, Anon? You're literally a serial online person who has only just discovered girls and you're already telling other people to get off the internet? What's wrong with you? Also, Anon's shitposting behavior hasn't come up much, right? Not as much of an online shitposting right now. Clickety clack. Why does this song sound like there's like shotgun shells, empty ones, just clattering on the ground? Click, click, click. Yourselves and we're back in the 90s, which is super fucking weird because you weren't alive during the 90s. Hell, you were born after the 90s long ended. Like half a decade. No, man, he didn't realize it was... Oh, boy, damn, boy, she... Oof. You know, I would give you shit, Anon, but the Yatakan isn't dead yet, so it's fine for now. Now's not the time to spurg out. I like how your alarms don't go off. Your alarms went off when she considered you a nice person, but they don't go off when you're literally, you know, when she kissed you, when she was on top of you. I'm just saying, Anna, your alarms kind of suck. They're very weirdly circumstantial. All I'm saying, Anon, is I'm going to reload this fucking gun, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me exactly what context that alarm of yours goes off in. But alright, enough of that. She threatened me with violence. Kids have a good day in school. Man, he really is better. Did I just miss something about chapter 12? Because chapter 12 ends when they go home, right? Yeah, they just go home and they see Damien. Yeah, they walk into City Thought Park. And then she saw Mr. Farish. They never went home. Your god, sister. My sister of God! I mean, to be honest, at least this thing had the wherewithal to wait until chapter 13. I really hate it when a fic is like, yeah, we got 20 chapters, and chapter 5, all problems have been solved. In fact, we solved them in chapter 3, and now everything's set to go. I'm like, man, I don't want to read 15 chapters of people sucking each other's dick. That's not what a plot is. So this is just a lot. Okay, so I guess that's how they fix the problem, is they just make chapter 14 chapter 13. Which is fair enough, I guess. Seriously, what the fuck is going on with the Dinofornian climate? Shouldn't these dinosaurs be happy that global warming is kicking in? For once? Hold up, I feel like I missed something. Wait, is that what Liz and Olivia were talking about? It's like, oh man, he's gonna propose. That could be a thing. Car ride is uneventful because that's good writing. Nah, just put me like. Oh shit! Oh shit! We're going there! We're going there! Yeah!